Alrighty, so why am I deciding to leave Thailand? I'm leaving Thailand at 60 days instead of extending my visa for a further 30. Thailand is known as the land of smiles, and they were not wrong. Only going to compare it to the UK because I've been a hermit my entire life. I've been living under a rock, but when I came out to Thailand, it gave me the opportunity to shed what no longer exists. The reason I've decided to change is not because there's smiles everywhere. It's not because I can just rent a pad cheap. I can just rent a condo cheap. I have the beach. Like, there's nothing wrong with this place. It ticks all of the boxes. So why would I go out of my way to not stay in this paradise? Well, this is a message to the youth because life is about change. The real reason I'm moving countries is because life is full of opportunities, man. And if you're a man of change, or if you're learning to embrace change, then it's important not to be comfortable. And it's if you can learn how to detach or not even be attached to stuff in the first place, this is going to be your superpower. Now, why do I say this? Is because what happens is when we come into environments or we come into relationships or we meet someone that we really like, we get confined. We get stuck to them. And what happens here is we get comfortable. And if you're really into a life of evolution, then you know evolution is all about change. It's all about being in the flow. And let me just get something clear. Life ain't happening to you. It's happening inside and through you. So everything that you see is simply just a reflection. It's a manifestation of your internal state. And when you come out into a new environment, instead of the corruption that we have in the West, where we're in a place that we can listen to the waves, we can actually get the food that is designed by fucking God, mate, by nature, and we can purify ourselves. This allows us to have a different perspective, work on ourselves, create a different persona, create a new embodiment of who you want to be. But to a certain extent, you can only extract what your environment can provide. And if you're really about evolution, then you understand the fundamental law of change, being adaptable. And this is why I've decided to leave Thailand so soon, because the world is full of potential and opportunities. It's full of poverty and it's full of riches. And if you're like me, who is not a materialist, who doesn't care about the flashy life, who just wants to be healthy mentally, physically, spiritually, energetically, attracting beautiful women, nice people into your life, then, well, this is your channel, because this is about taking control of our lives. And if you are about the flashy life, a byproduct of the life that you're creating right now and the value that you provide, and that value comes from within. So in order to exchange and get value from the world, you must first become that value and put it out. And this is why changing environments is vital, because what this allows us to do is get a different perspective of things that we may not even understand within ourselves, even though that was possible. And that's why it's vital to continuously change and go out into the world. I'm telling you that it's worth the sacrifice, saving some money, going to a country if you've stayed in one place your whole life, because look at the fucking view. It's absolutely surreal. There's nobody here. I don't know anybody. I'm not attached. I have very little belongings. If I lose everything, I have nothing. I don't give a fuck. I'm in a position where I'm willing to risk it all to experience what life has to offer. It doesn't need to come with fucking thousands in the bank. That's nice. That allows me to travel more. It doesn't come with loads of women, distractions. It just comes with being with yourself in this eternal moment and the creation of life, which is the raw beauty. It's about experience. It was never about the material life. It was always about embracing something new. And that means looking within yourself. And in order to get a different perspective outside, we must change our perspective inside. But in order to change our perspective inside, the environment sometimes no longer serves us. It only lives up to the expectation of what we can extract from the environment. Now, I could stay. I could spend 50 quid and extend my visa for an extra 30 days and live in this fucking glory. But glory is all over the world. Just like heaven and hell is a state of mind, it's your perception of how you perceive reality. So if you see reality as dark and miserable, then that's all you're really going to get out of it. But if you are actually in a dark or miserable place, then that is an opportunity to change your environment, because right now, being in a different environment has provided everything that I needed. And look, there's nothing here. You're not seeing a Bugatti. You're not seeing me throw cash around or millions of women. It's just me, myself, and a camera expressing how grateful I am for this moment in time to experience life. That is true fulfillment. Everything else that you see outside of you is simply a bonus. The girls, the money, people. It's a bonus. You get to share the opportunity of life with other people, and you get to enjoy the luxurious things that life has to offer. That luxury may just be going to an island. Like, look at the islands. I don't know if you can see it, but wow. Holy shit. The islands, mate. It could be going to an island. It could be driving a nice car. Like, it's just whatever you want out of life. But in order to get a different perspective internally, we need to go to an environment which can provide more for us to reflect and actually see that life is completely in our control. We don't lack anything because we are everything. But what you need to do is you need to get out of the place of needing things and come to a place where there's nothing and start to live your fullest life in the simple moments. Because I tell you, like, everything is going to disappear. This site will disappear. It'll disappear in this case because I'm going to another country. But you can't take the material with you. The only thing I believe that is important is, number one, information. Number two, what you do with the information. And number three, experience. What you do with the information in order to have a different perspective of life. But if you always stay in an environment, if you're always staying comfortable, then that's all you're ever going to be extracting from that environment. And if we're in a broken home or broken relationship, then we're only going to get broken dreams and broken promises. So if you are an individual working on yourself right now, then fucking go all in, man. You have nothing to lose other than all of the opportunities that you could be taking right now, going, experiencing, seeing shit like this, enjoying life, being healthy, having a good body. I'm not the biggest. I don't eat a lot, but I'm fucking strong. I'm fast. I've got agility. I can think well. Like, I'm healthy. Like, the sun is literally sweating my toxins right now. This is purity, mate. This is purifying, and it's about remembering your divinity. You are here to experience life. Stop overcomplicating shit and start living for the moment. If you're ready to follow through, links in description.